Hey everyone, it's Dominique and we're going to continue casting on 38 stitches on 3 double pointed needles to make a hat, so it would be a total of 114 stitches. So I just finished my 38th stitch, so I'm going to make another one, and instead of transferring it onto this one, which already has 38, I'm going to take another double pointed needle, stick that in there, tighten it a little bit. You don't want it too tight because the first row is always the hardest. It's such a pain in the butt. And then I'm going to keep going and make 38 stitches on this needle and then the third. And like I said before, you can always get a slightly bigger size, half a millimeter to a full millimeter bigger, make your total stitches on there, and then transfer them onto your 3 or 4 double pointed needles. And we're going to eventually make a hat. So just keep going until you get 38 stitches. And the important thing when you do start knitting is that you don't twist your stitches. So you want the braided part, I guess you can say, the bottom of your stitches, you want that all together in the shape of a triangle. So for example, it would look like, pretend this has stitches on it, it would look like that, with all the bumps facing inward. But I'll give you another video once we're done. Two, 4, 6, 10. So some other things you can make with using your double pointed needles, mittens, gloves, socks, hats, sleeves or pant legs, anything that requires a circle. And it is possible to use circular needles to do some of those projects as well. But I think the issue is that with these you can increase and decrease. I might be wrong. And with circular needles you cannot. By all means, if you know the answer to this, feel free to comment and correct me. Because I do recall in the pattern it says to start with circular needles and then transfer to double pointed needles for the decrease once we get near the top of the hat, because this pattern will be worked from the bottom of the hat, the opening, all the way to the top. But I figured, why bother? Why not just start on double pointed needles and keep going? Okay, I'm at 21. Just need a few more, and then we'll be ready to start. And the other good thing about double pointed needles is that if you're not using them in another project, and say you don't have any straight needles in that particular size, if your project doesn't require, hundreds of stitches, You could easily use double pointed needles as straight needles to do your work, and you can always buy these little plugs or stoppers so that way the stitches don't slip off, so that way they would look like straight needles and you wouldn't have to worry about your work falling off on one end, or both ends if you covered both ends. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to cut the video off here, and when I come back I'll have all 3 needles with 38 stitches each, and then we can begin knitting the hat. Thanks for watching.